name is Chris, and I've been a parishioner here since we've been married 37 years ago.
I'm Deacon Darrel, and I've been a member of this parish for over 50 years.
I work for a law office. It's Mazer, Amundsen, and Boggio. We are an elder law attorney office. We take care of the elderly. We do wills, trusts, power of attorneys, healthcare directives. I am the office administrator's assistant, so I keep the office running.
Yeah, I work for Lakeview Industry. I'm a machine operator. The machine I'm running is a water jet cutter. The bed is like 14 feet and by 7 feet wide. The stuff I mainly cut is belting material. Belting material is like a rubber. If you go in the grocery store and look at that conveyor belt on the, it's that but thicker. And a lot of parts I cut for is either goes on farm equipment, dump trucks, industrial lawnmowers, and I do other smaller stuff. The company had a whole, our client base ranged from medical to auto industry, everything in between. We have a wide range of companies that we do business for, but I'm mainly in with the farm equipment. He was very excited. He was more excited with my machine than he was with the rest of the plant. And he took a lot of pictures too, a lot of questions.
Deacon Darrel's gonna give us the power cutter. What's it called?
The water jet?
The water jet. And how fast is the water coming out of there?
60,000 pounds.
60,000 pounds per square inch or something,
Yeah,
or
PSI,
whatever it is.
yeah.
PSI, whatever that is.
Yep.
It cuts pretty good.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It's cutting a part for Toro that goes on their snowblower.
Thank you so much, Deacon.
You're welcome.
If the people of St. Gabriel's are watching right now, do you want to say hi to them?
Hi, St. Gabriel.
Thank you, Deacon Darrel, for being a great deacon and for
Thank you.
giving me a tour of your work as well.
You're welcome. It's interesting. Actually, God called me twice. The first time he called me was, we were just married for a few years. We're up at visiting Chris's mom and having to do vocation Sunday, and the priest was talking about, and I felt a tug on me. About to be a deacon. When he talked about deacon, I told myself, God, this isn't a good time. I'm too busy. Just got married, and I was involved with the military. I was in the Air National Guard for over 20 years. And I says, it's not going to work. Well, it went away. Then it was about a month after I retired from the military, I heard actually a voice in my head that says, what's your excuse now? And I says, I don't have one. And at that point, at our parish here, we had Deacon Jim Murphy was here in Shire. We went and talked with them, and they kind of mentored us through the process. They took us through an information night and helped us through the process. And then the 4 years of formation, they were there to asking questions. But looking back now, I can realize how foolish I was to say no to God. And I did have to apologize for that. I was kind of young and foolish at the time. So.
I encouraged him. He's like, I don't think I can do it, or I don't think that's really what it is, what I'm called for. And I said, check it out. I'll help you. If it's meant to be, it will be.
But also, she said too, when I decided to go, she says, you're not just discerning, I got to discern too.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So,
yeah, if this is really for you or if this is really for me and what I need to be involved in.
And I walked every step with him. I attended every class with him. I was one of the only wives that was there in class. There was only one class that he took. It was prison ministry
Yeah.
that I couldn't attend, but otherwise I went and was there every day with him.
We do have an interesting story. In the first year, one of our classes was a human development class. And our instructor was talking about different personality quirks and why they're like that. All of a sudden she turns to me and says, "That's why you're like that." So, but also I think it was...
So it's kind of a growing experience for you as a
Right.
couple. To
Yes.
learn about each other.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. And I think it was also important stuff. We're unable to have children. We're infertile. And at the time, we were in the process for adoption, but since I had cancer and a few other things, they said that's not going to happen. But we never could be able to take ourselves off the list. But going through the discernment process, we realized we came to grips with that right along as learning about our discernment as being a deacon. So that helped us in that part of our growth too. So we could step back and say, okay, that chapter of life is done with. We got this one. Actually, we really enjoy working with couples who are ready for baptism, get them prepared for baptism, baptizing their child, and that's for us is really fulfilling in that too. And we kind of consider this parish is in our extended family as our own children too. So
Yes.
yeah, we used to work with servers. We like that. The sisters, we gladly hand it off over to them. So. But yeah, we really can connect with the kids, even the younger people, because we figure that they would be about the age of our kids now too. So
I help him in any way. I give him support. I don't like being front and center, but I like being there for him and with him along his side.
you're
And I
being
like
modest.
helping. I don't know.
Sorry, I didn't mean to, but I think she is. She does help a lot. She does a lot of the paperwork part, the tedious stuff, and she will type out my homily for me and correct the grammar. She said I have to make the deacon look good. So I mean, there's a lot of So there's a lot of things between the stuff that happens in between. Chris does, and she's well at that. That she's equipped for that sort of thing. The administrative, I sometimes joke that she's my secretary, but she's much more than that. So
Makes
behind
me
that one, too.
proud to see him up there and just make everything flow. I mean, it just looks so easy to him. It just goes right along, and it makes me proud. The only thing that I'm sad about is that because we don't have kids, that I don't have too many people to share that with, that I have something to be proud of. I have something to be really happy about. And that makes me sad. But otherwise, I just love watching him up there.
I went to Mary. I says, since your son wants me to do this, I said, I do not like being in front of the public speaking. I says, you have to be there with me. So she's the one, when I'm up there, she's the one that's guiding me through the whole thing. So
Do you two both have a Marian devotion?
He does more. I do, but not as strong as St. Jude.
Yep.
I have a very huge devotion for St. Jude.
And that came about when we first found out about her infertility struggle. I went to our Blessed Mother for help and guidance. She went to St. Jude. And I've always asked her this question. I said, you went to St. Jude because he's the patron saint for the impossible cause? Is it because of me? Or that's the response I get. She just laughs.
We also do the In His Time, which is an infertility support group through the diocese.
That's on a hiatus.
That is on a hiatus because of COVID, but we help and talk to and minister to any couple that is dealing with infertility. and walk with them if they want it, but we're there for support because we've gone through it. And when we went through it, there wasn't any support anywhere. And that was one of the things we really wanted to do when he was ordained. They asked us, and we're like, there was nothing out there back in the 80s.
Another thing she didn't bring up, because she's modest, is that when we did do a few hospital calls, I'd have Chris walk in front of me into the room first, because just her presence, she seems to put the people at ease. She'll talk with them, then I'll go and do my thing too. Even when we go do, like, at the funeral, do wake service, she'll kind of lead the way and talk to the family first. And she has a way about her that just put people at ease. For me personally, I think, when people ask me about it, I'm going, I said, we have to realize, I said, yeah, we have a lot of memories here at St. John's. What we have to remember is that we, the people at our church, we come here to worship God. It doesn't really matter what church we're in. What we need to keep our focus on is why we're here. I mean, I have a lot of history here. I had a brother baptized here. I had a nephew baptized here. I've been confirmed here. So yeah, but those are memories. I'm willing to move on, and I think we have an opportunity now to really become a new parish and form something even greater, if that's possible.
I totally agree.